So here's the $1 million question. Does Mayor Henyard deserve a second chance? Well, I don't know because I've seen adversity produce leaders. I've also seen adversity produce criminals. So, what do we have in this situation with Mayor Henyard? Let's talk about it. Cue the gasp, the whispers, and clench your pearls in the courtroom because it's like a legal soap opera playing out in real life. So picture this. Recently, the Delgado Law Group withdrew like a boss, saying, I'm out of here, and then files a fancy motion to ditch the Village of Dolton's defendants. Like last season's fashion trends. Like, what's up with that, right? So the Delgado Law Group has filed a motion to withdraw. And the long and short of that is they no longer want to represent the defendants for the Village of Dolton, and they're filing a motion with the courts to be released as the counsel for the village. Now, they're citing reasons as it being a financial burden on the firm. Not sure if that's really what the issues are, but those are the reasons that they cited in the motion. And if you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe and like the video. Now back to our story. So will the super mayor find a superhero law firm in time enough to save the day? Maybe. But to be honest with you, this is much bigger than the art of law. It's clear and apparent that this is more about the battle of the wills, right? Someone doesn't understand their place, and somebody doesn't understand that they're there to serve the people and not the other way around. If you really look at what's going on with these cases with the Village of Dolton and Thornton Township, it's really not rocket science. It's actually more of Mayor Henyard being obstinate, right, and not pliable and not in compliance to follow her counsel. Cases far more complicated with many, many more layers of complexity than what we're seeing here. This seems more like her inability to follow compliance and to follow instructions. If the trustees are entitled to documents, give them documents, right? Under the FOIA Act, if the people are entitled to those documents, then according to that time frame and that particular statute, you need to cough up the documents. As simple as that. She does need someone who is not going to put up with her shenanigans and who's going to let her know as her legal counsel, this is what you're going to do. And if you're not going to follow my counsel, right, then I can just withdraw like your other attorney did, right? So I think it's going to come down to that. And if she's not willing to be pliable and adjustable and follow the lead of her counsel, I think that you guys are going to be revisiting the same problem in just a few months. Now, I will say there is an obvious reason why the mayor won't comply with the FOIA Acts and to release those documents. So maybe that means that there's something hidden there. I don't know. But what other reason would there be, right? It's a document. It's information, right? You took an oath. You understand compliance. Why else wouldn't she release it, y'all? I'm just saying. It's painfully clear that no one trusts anyone, right? So it's like a house divided against itself. The trustees don't trust the mayor. The mayor doesn't trust the trustees. The mayor doesn't trust the public at this point. The public doesn't trust her. She may have a few people that are hanging in there with her that's loyal to her administration. But based on what's unfolding in the media, there's absolutely no trust between any of these people. So I have a question. Let's say after the federal investigation is complete, it's determined that Mayor Henyard did not break the law in any way, and there's no illegal activity that is tied to her. Does she still have time to recover from some of the other bad behaviors that she's exemplified to the public, right? Or has she done irreparable damage to her reputation? Let me know what you think. Now, Mayor Henyard's future hangs into balance, and we'll see how she navigates these choppy legal waters that's ahead of her. And as the news spreads throughout town, whispers and speculations will fill the air, and we'll see what Mayor Henyard does next. Now, typically, we are accustomed to her kind of throwing a professional tantrum. And because we're so accustomed to this bad behavior, it kind of makes us want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Now, although I've been very hard on the super mayor, right? It's not because I want to see her fall. It's simply because we have to call her out on her crap. Me and a whole bunch of other people. And that's how it is when you elect to stand in a public office. Is it too late for Mayor Henyard, or has she done irreparable damage to her reputation? I don't know, but I will say this. In most cases, perception always trumps reality. Stay tuned to Southern Confidential for more on this developing story and for other stories of scandals, misdeeds, and infamy. And all things true crime, hit subscribe and like. Thank you.